Hello guys and welcome to my newest video. Today I'm gonna would review a Graves jungle game in GM on the US server. He is facing Xin Zhao and he will be the victim of the level 2 G strategy about which I talked more in depth in this video. You can check it in the top right corner. I'm gonna talk about how you can avoid this, and I'm gonna talk about how to actually come back when nothing is happening the way you want in the early game and you are actually being bullied by the enemy laners, not just by the enemy jungler, and how to carry when you aren't starting a game with a huge lead from a level 1 invade, and all that usual stuff what most people show you when they are board reviewing someone. They just start with a massive lead and they just snowball out of control even by level 2 and they just carry. So that's pretty simple, but that's not how most games are going to look like when you are playing. So let's see what to do when you are actually struggling and being bullied by the enemy team. So we see that Lux and Azrael is actually looking to contest our blue buff, level 1, which sucks, because this just means we have to give up our blue, but that's totally fine, because we can just go into the enemy jungle. We see Xin Zhao, he has 4 CS and he's level 2, so he most likely started his Raptors. So now he will take our blue buff, but that's fine. We're gonna take his blue buff. He has Ignite, so that's definitely something we would want to avoid, fighting him early. But later on, we're gonna be stronger, and doesn't matter if he has Ignite, we're gonna be able to match him and fight him. So he's taking our blue, probably our whole blue quadrant, at least that's what I would assume and what I would do if I was Xin Zhao, unless bot lane is super free and I can rotate, then sure, go for that and look to punish the overstaying bot lane. And it's a GM game, and you saw that, okay, bot lane actually saw that Xin Zhao is invading, they knew it, they didn't care, and they end up dying. So we are taking the wall blue side, which is the right move, and now we want to rotate if they are overstaying or if they are making a bad move. Like Xin Zhao at this point shouldn't be at his blue quadrant at all, because he should know that, okay, I took Graves bot side, at least he's blue, he's probably taking my top side. We are trading camps, but it's fine. I don't care about weak siding my Gnar. I care about feeding my Azrael and getting a lead on bot lane, because Azrael against this enemy comp can pretty much 1v9. Garen has no chance against Azrael, Graves has a really hard time against Azrael as well. Syndra's stun is whatever, probably Azrael can dodge that. So the only threat to Azrael is pretty much Ash Arrow and Soraka Silence. But if Azrael is super ahead, then it's pretty much a free win for the Azrael, right? Graves actually is making a mistake here, and I want to talk about that. So the mistake in my eyes is that Graves, after falling back into his jungle, what should have done is actually clear his topside camps and then move top for a potential gank. If we go back slightly more, we see that, okay, Gnar is going to be Mega Gnar, and Garen is super low on HP. What I want you to do when you are in this scenario and you are watching your top laner, and you should watch your top laner, you should look at mid lane, Syndra died, whatever, we don't care about that. So let this play out again. See what this Graves does. Syndra is teleporting. At this point, if I'm Graves, I'm assuming that Xin Zhao will be bot side. He knew that we just took his top side camps, right? So he has no reason to be on top side. That means his only option is to be bot side, look for another play on bot. Here, if we are Graves and we look to try and deny that, we can, but in that case, we have to skip our camps. The reason why I'm saying this, why Graves should have take all his topside camps, look for a potential play on top, and then reset, and then move bot, is because by taking these 2 camps and then moving bot, he is gonna be way too late for this play, and he's gonna end up in a really bad situation, because if his bot lane dies, then he will be forced out of his jungle, he can get his grump, and he might even die, but we will see what's going to happen. You want to get these 2 camps, look for a potential play, and then reset, because if we keep this playing, we're gonna see that Xin Zhao is actually on bot, so he will kill our bot lane, but by the time we would kill these 2 camps, we would be in position for this. Because, as always, I can't say this enough times, if there's a play on either side of the map, you want to ignore your camp and move for that play. So imagine after our red, after our raptors, we take our red, we dash over the wall, but see what's going on top lane, and based on that information, we either start our Krugs, or we move top and kill top. Now Garen has to freeze. Gnar has teleport, so there's no way that Garen can crash this wave and crash the next wave as well in time before Gnar responds. So he has to freeze, which in general is a good lane state for Garen, but he won't be able to maintain this freeze because Gnar can just TP back, and by the time Garen comes back, this wave will be crashed eventually. So even this freeze only would work if Garen would have TP, but he's playing with Ignite. Let's see what Graves does instead, and let's see how this plays out. There's a big wave crashing there, and Xin Zhao is taking our grump. And we are pretty much stuck with this situation where, okay, Graves got the grump, but I'm pretty sure Graves is going to die here. There is a huge wave. Well, Graves is now pretty much doomed. Okay, he's level 4, but it's a 1v3. He can be down easily, and that's what is going to happen. Yeah, they will go for this dive, and Graves use a splash, and they just die. Ezreal probably dies here, so that's a shutdown. But this is definitely not worth, even if Xin Zhao dies. It's a 3v1 trade, but, and you would say that, okay, but this is worth, right? We traded 1 for 3. Yeah, but whenever I'm playing solo queue and whenever I'm playing Graves, a really selfish jungler, I care about my own tempo, I care about my own resources, I care about my own income. I don't care about my team being ahead. I want to be ahead, I want to be the carry. So still, and even then, you should not think about a play based on the results. Just because it worked one time, it doesn't mean that next time your Ashe or whatever AD carry is gonna be able to actually clean that fight up. Doesn't mean they won't die and just feed the enemy team further. I definitely think that that was a bad play from Graves overall. If you do the path what I said, clear your top side, make a play top, recall, check your bot side camps. If you expect that, okay, Xin Zhao maybe took my wolf, maybe took my grump or whatever, but even then, if you are expecting after your bot lane dying that Xin Zhao actually is still around, you can come from base with a better reset, and after your bot lane reset, you take a 3v3 fight. And it's not a 50-50 smite fight on your grump. Instead, it's a 3v3. Because Xin Zhao might just think, okay, I'm gonna stick around and look for another dive and force another play. But then you are in time there actually to make a play with your team, and it's a 3v3, which is more likely to work for you because you spend more gold, you have stronger items, you're higher level, and you have better chance of winning a 3v3 than a 1v3, obviously, which we saw that ended up being a bad move. And even after that, like our bot side is gone and we can make a play on bot, and we really want to get these void grabs, we can just move to void grabs. Get this scuttle, place a deep ward, make mid prio, and go to Void Grabs. Anyways, after the Void Grabs, we can clear our Raptors and then start moving into the boss side slowly, see what's going on, see what we can do against this Sin Zhao in order to not let him do whatever he wants with our bot lane. And if the enemy team overextends, which they do, while we are level 6, we can look to punish this and actually force them to stop doing these plays and go for a cleanup, which is the right choice. Sin Zhao, remember, has no flash because he's playing with Ignite, so just go for this kill. And Lux or Ezreal dies here. Okay, Lux dies here. Okay, so let's see this play again, because I really don't like this play. So after we kill Sin Zhao, that's all good. And we have ult, and that's the part I don't like. One more auto, ult, and then get out. Don't chase, don't get tower aggro. You can even hit with your ult, hit that Ezreal, and he will be really low on HP. What I want you to do instead, in this case, Sin Zhao is dead because we killed him, right? Ult is Lux. Even if you, let's assume you don't have ult, don't go for this kill. It's pointless. Don't go for it. If it means that you have to trade 1-for-1, don't go for it. Help your Ashe, crash this wave, and then you can go for a potential dive. But don't go for this dive alone without minions when your Ashe can't help you. It means you are going to trade 1-for-1. I mean, if you're not going for this crash, get out and get the enemy jungle. Get the camps, get the objective, get your own camps. Don't die and give up your tempo for 300 gold. Sometimes it's worth it when let's assume it's a different scenario. My bot side is gone, enemy jungle is not up yet, dragon is not up, sure. Then I would say I need 300 gold for my Yumus. I'm going for this skill because I need it, then I can reset and get my item. When you have so many things to do on the map, just don't go for these 50-50 kills, because I'm not sure if this is a bug or Lux actually has flash, but what if Lux flashes and we are actually missing the kill and we are not getting it? So get this, fall back into your jungle, don't go for such a silly play, because we could easily crash this wave, kill this Ezreal. But now, what I assume is going to happen, we saw Anivia a moment ago, is that now Anivia is actually going for bot lane and our bot lane is going to be in a really bad position. Don't go for such a play, get this, cover your bot lane while they are slow pushing or like while they are crashing this wave, and then reset with them. You could do Drake, you could go fall back into your own jungle, you could get this camp, you could have your bot lane. So going for this 50-50 kill is the worst decision ever. We want to move into our bot side camps. We have our Yumus. Anivia is actually showing both, as expected. And now our bot lane is dead. But these type of deaths happen. But you could also avoid these type of deaths and prevent your laners from dying like this. I'm not saying you won't have your mid laner going 0-10 just because you're playing in Challenger or whatever. So next, anyways, we get Emus, we get our bot side quadrant because there's nothing on the map, nothing else to do. Mid is not gankable, bot lane is not gankable, and we heard that Sin Zhao took Void Grabs, so he's still on the top side. He's taking his romp, right? So in this scenario, I would ping my top laner back to fall back, and not to go for anything aggressive because Sin Zhao is around. Even if they hear that, okay, enemy jungler took Void Grab, doesn't matter, please, ping your laners. It's always important to ping your laners. Doesn't matter in what elo you play, you always want to ping your laners. I actually don't like this dragon. Yumu spike here, right? Level 7 Graves. We saw Lax showing it, who is not full HP, who is level 5, and we know for a fact that Xin Zhao is on top lane. Please, go into enemy jungle. If you want to snowball, your priority isn't to take dragon. If you want the game to end fast, your priority is not the dragon. Whenever you're snowballing, soul is not your goal. If you get soul by 24 minutes, that just means you are so ahead that you don't really need the soul. Is the soul the difference maker if you have it at 24 minutes? 99% of the time, the answer is no. Go over this wall, stay in this bush, and just kill this Lux. She's dead. If she is not face checking this bush, then it just means it's warded. But it's fine, because if it's warded and she knows, that just means she has to wait all the way around and your bot lane is chilling. That way you are hovering your bot lane. But please, ignore this dragon. Go into enemy jungle, chunk that Lux. And after you chunk that Lux, you can just go and take the raptors. Mid will be even soon. So if Anivia rotates, you can always just dash out because you just chunk this looks so hard. There is no way that Anivia is fighting you. Ezreal is nowhere bot lane yet, and you're gonna have bot lane priority as well. And you can always do this Drake later, so just please ignore this dragon and look to get raptors. Look to get deep wards. And yeah, like enemy red is spawning as well. And look what's going to happen. This Graves is going to invade right now, but it's too late. He wasted so much time on this dragon that now since Zhao is actually here, he gonna force a bad fight eventually. Like mid lane is even, Syndra can rotate if he has to. You can spam ping that you have to spam ping your intentions that you want to get this raptor camp. You want to get this red buff, you want to get these Krugs. Bot lane is fighting. Like, if you just keep Drake, you would have cleared these raptor camps, you would be on red, and worst case, you have to give up this red, which I'm pretty sure you had enough time to get this red buff as well, and then move for this fight. But let's see what happens instead. We killed Ezreal, nice. We get the Krugs. Xin Zhao can contest these Krugs, he has to give these camps up. And Ash gets more plates. We don't have Fryo right now, and we are still looking for this. And this probably gonna be really bad. But let's see. Okay, Anivia rotates. And we're gonna end up dying. I hope you see why this just was a bad play overall. Because of this Drake, he time wasted so much that enemy got there and they actually, the blue team had a good fight. They were in the right position to fight this. So like, imagine you do all these invade, kill the bot lane, and then fall back for the dragon. Because Xin Zhao, there's no way that Xin Zhao can rotate for this dragon, can contest it because his bot lane is dead. After we end up dying, we take our raptors and just want to move bot, I assume. And this is going to be another bad play. Okay, we clear this. We move for this bot fight where we are not needed, I'm pretty sure. So that's like, first of all, kind of pointless to go there. Second of all, if we just move bot from this position, we know for a fact that Xin Zhao has to be topside. He was on his raptors, we contested his red, and we took his Krugs. He has no camps to be there. He has no reason to be on both sides. So that means he will be on topside. And this ward, pretty sure, even spotted him. So, what is Xin Zhao is going to do if Graves shows up on bot? He is either going to look to fight top lane, but Gnar is not there. Okay, so he can't fight top. He won't go for a 1v1 as level 6 Xin Zhao against the level 9 Garen. So he is going to invade our top side, and we are giving him free camps. Why are we giving him free camps? So please, clear one quadrant before you move to bot, or to like the opposite side of the map. That way you are denying some cross map play. Xin Zhao can farm his rump, can look to fight top, and that's it. He can't fight mid, and he wouldn't be able to invade our topside camps either, because we just have no camps. And you can see, we didn't even get in time here for the kill. Sure, we got here because it's Anivia, but if it was someone else and we made the same play, I hope you see why this is just simply a bad move. Then we wouldn't even get an assist of that. We get the kill, I like that. Since our raptors should be spawning soon, okay, it just spawned. And this is what I was talking about. Sinzao is now taking our topside camps. So he is pretty much getting something for our play. And we want to avoid this at all costs. Adriel is probably dead here. Yeah, he's dead. And I think we have a lot of gold in our pocket right now. And I would recall here honestly and just look for the void grabs. Because we took 2 void grabs. We want to take the outer 3 as well. And Sinzao is gonna end up killing our top laner. Yeah, okay, so Garen is dead. Which just means, okay, never mind. We are not going for these void grabs because we don't have the prio for it, we don't have the top laner, so just again cross map play, we make a play on bot side instead. So it's fine, we give up the void grabs. But now please, after this, just recall and get out. Like, it's not crucial to get this tower though. Like, I get it. His point is that, okay, he wants to make a cross-map play. But please, just get out. You have a lot of gold and this tower is gonna fall eventually. So just please, get out. I get it. That it sucks that you lost void grabs, but you just have to accept that and you have to move on. And that's it. There's nothing happening on the map. Next objective is gonna be Dragon and Herald in 30 seconds. And we want to clear 1 quadrant before we make a play, and this is what he does. There is no gank opportunity on mid nor on bot lane, so just want to farm our camps a little bit and then see what's going on, what we can do. And if there's a play on mid, and it looks like there's a play on mid lane, just look toward this. Don't take that tower shot. It's whatever. Spamming your team that you want to fight this. You want to fight for these raptors and get the raptors. And honestly, I would look to get the Herald at this point. Sure, I know that I'm at both sides, but like I said, Dragon is not a priority anymore. Like, you're super ahead. You are 40 CS ahead on this Sinzao. And sure, this is a low HP tower, but this tower is gonna fall eventually. And it's whatever. Like, I don't care. I want Herald. I want to push the map forward and want to play for that 20-minute Baron. I don't care about Soul. Just crash this mid wave, make the priority, and get the Herald. That would be my goal in this case. But Drake is fine as well. I'm just saying, if you want to snowball your games, that's how you do it. Taking red is a good choice again. And this time you can see, like, he took Drake, then took red because the red wasn't up. If the red was up, you want to take red and then move back to Drake. We always want to move in and then get out, instead of being in a safe position and then move into a dangerous position. Ezreal is dead here, I'm pretty sure. Ezreal dies, Sinzao is here, okay, he gonna die as well, most likely. Get this tower, watch out for this teleport, we saw it on the minimap. Heal on these wolves, and then move to kill this Anivia. Okay, Ignite is there as well. So, move mid, fight this, kill them, because you're super strong. They gonna die here. Unfortunate that we missed our ult. Still, we're gonna kill this Anivia anyways. That's not a problem. So after these gears, you always want to move into enemy jungle and then move for the objective. But at this stage of the game, even early on, if there is a fight where you can rotate, just skip the camp, please. I see this too many times. People are not skipping camps and then blame the laners why they die, why laners die all the time and all that. Please rotate if you can. If it's a good fight for you, just rotate and look to protect your laner, and then your camp can wait. Yeah, like your camp is there, like it stays. Don't worry about it. Now we can take the Herald and we have bunch of gold, so look to reset. Oh, in fact, almost 4k gold. Just look to reset these. Move into your top side jungle. Get your red, get your raptors. Syndra is defending bot lane. There's Garen as well, so we are not needed here. We want to push the map forward at this stage. We are fighting whenever our team is ready to fight. But when they are not ready, they are resetting, they are coming from base. That's the time when you're farming your camps in the mid game. Get your camps and see what's going on. Okay, we saw Anivia for a second that she was actually farming this top. If she overstays, I want you to rotate and kill her. That's should be your goal. And then you can even look for a potential Herald mid. Okay, Anivia shows again. Let's move on top and actually punish her. Like, she is dead here. Like, she has no wood because she, I mean, not wood, teleport because she teleported earlier on mid. So she should be dead here. Especially because your team rotates. And you can snowball. I mean, not snowball, you can look to Herald top after this play and push this tier 2. Graves got a double kill, but as I can see in this world, they're gonna end up FFing this game. Just Herald top, Ezreal is dead here. Okay, barrier, unlucky, whatever. Anyways, this was a really wrong breakdown of this game, and I hope you found it helpful and you learned a lot. If you did, then definitely hit the like and subscribe button to see more content like this, and see you all in my next video.